Oh, whoops, that was a little abrupt. What's happening, everybody? Happy New Year. It is Thrifty Business with Jay and A, but our haul show. I'm your one host, Vegas Jay.
Hi, I'm feeling A.
We'll know that in a minute while she gets her little lower third going. And Happy New Year, everyone. Thank you for joining us on the end of the big, long holiday weekend. Hope everyone had a great Christmas, a great New Year, and are ready for the beginning of Q1. And for those of you who are new, Q1 means quarter one, means don't stop selling. Q4 was big, and it should have been for you. But Q1, people have money to spend, gift cards to spend, and they got gifts they hated, so they want to buy the stuff they actually wanted. And let's all of us be the facilitators of those sales. How you doing down there?
I'm fine here. I'm good.
While you're working on that, I will show off one of my new T-shirts. Your wife, my wife. My wife's a runner, so she got me this too, and I'm proud of my wife, so I wanted to show that off. Nadine's wearing a shirt that I sent her.
Yes, everybody can see it. It's an inside joke, so.
And I'll give you the quick lowdown. Nay would rather read a book than watch TV, especially trashy TV like TMZ, and I happened to find that in her size, so I sent it as a gift. I thought she'd get a kick out of it.
I got a good laugh out of it because I am the world's not biggest TMZ fan, so.
Not biggest.
I love it. It's actually a really comfy sweatshirt. So.
Probably if there's a list, you're probably the last one.
Yeah, but it's really comfy. I mean, I like the sweatshirt, so I'll wear it, and it's funny. So.
All right, so tonight is a haul video. I thrifted 2 weeks ago before Christmas for a couple days, and then we had a good friend of ours, Robin, stay with us for a couple days, so I thrifted with her, and I found some goodies. I got a couple things outside my comfort zone, had to do a little research, some things that you probably wouldn't buy, and one weird thing. If you're in my group, you saw the weird thing, but for those of you who are watching new, you'll get to see it tonight. So let's get into it, unless you got something you want to say at all, Nay?
No, Happy New Year, everyone. And I'm back. I'm doing better, and taking it day by day, and that's it.
That's all I can ask, right?
Yeah, right now.
All right, let's get into it. Alrighty, so let's start with some easy things here. Baseball caps. I love baseball caps. I always dig through them, and for whatever reason, there's tons in this town. Like I go thrifting elsewhere. The baseball hat section is kind of small. In Vegas, it goes on forever. So
not here. There's like maybe, I'm lucky if there's 5 hats in a store, usually.
Yeah, that's why I love it here. So these are modern, but kind of meant to look old trucker style caps. So I got a bunch of these Hawaii ones. I got a Hawaii hang loose, Hawaiian Islands, just a straight up Hawaii. Another hang loose, and then to leave the islands, we're going to go drink some PBR. So these were all $2, and even though they're modern, they definitely are the old school trucker hat looking. They're built that way. How are you? Where's my PBR? But I can usually get like 20, 25 for these, and they're easy to ship. There's nothing really to break, and I ship them in a padded mailer, and I just throw an air pillow in there. The air pillow kind of keeps the shape of the brim. And super easy.
I have a question. How come you don't ship them first class? Aren't they under 13 ounces?
Yeah.
You just said you ship in a padded flat rate.
I didn't say flat rate. You just had some words to my sentence.
You're right. You said padded mailer, and I assumed padded. Yes. Okay. All right. Got it.
Don't be adding words to my sentence there now.
Right.
And then, Michael Goddard is an artist. He's headquartered in Vegas. And he does all this stuff, and he's a big martini drinker because he always has all these little olives in it. And this is a brand new hat. It still's got the little cardboard thingamajiggy in there, and there's his signature. And this one I paid a little bit more. I paid $5 for this one, and I can't find him selling any hats right now. nor do I find anyone selling any on eBay presently or in the last couple of weeks. So I paid $5 and I will put it up for like $35. Oh, and that's one thing I want to make a point of. The last few hauls, I got so excited to show stuff and tell you what I paid. I forgot to tell people what it was going to sell for, and that's kind of the point of sharing haul videos with you, because if you don't say what it's going to sell for, what's the point? So somebody kind of yelled at me nicely, and I'm like, oh, yeah, duh. All right, Nag, I got something for you. I bought something because of you, Nag.
You did?
I did. I bought Simplicity sewing patterns.
Okay.
I never buy patterns, but these...
Yes. All right, Simplicity, are they vintage? I have to see these.
Well, of course, you're about to see them. The whole world's about to see them.
Okay.
These, to me, seem like an easy purchase. Wait, when you'll see, you'll understand. I could not look through Simplicity patterns and pick out the cool stuff if it was just regular, okay? But I thought this was pretty bitchin'.
Yes, those are gonna. Yeah. Yep.
Let me
Thumbs up for those.
Yeah.
Costume and the Addams Family. Yeah, you've got. Yeah.
And there's 2 in each. So Gomez and Morticia are in this one, and a giant Cousin It and Uncle Fester are in this one. And I can't find this one at all. This one's been listed for a while for $35 with no sale.
I would go $29.99 with the one with the non-it one. And the it one, if it's not on there, I would go high. I would go higher.
Well, I was thinking of putting them together because that's a good thing to put together, don't you think?
Are they the same size?
Well, it says size A, yes.
I'd sell them separate if it was mine, but you can do what you want.
All right.
I think you'll make more selling them separate.
And then somebody said they sent theirs on Amazon FBA and did quite well with them. So I figured these were $2, by the way.
That's
total.
awesome. Yeah, you found some good ones there.
So I figured that was a good enough purchase.
And the good thing about it, Halloween patterns, is people don't buy them near Halloween. They buy them all year because they make them for Halloween like all year round, because sometimes it takes people a while to sew them. So.
All right. So what's my nickname?
Am I supposed to be answering this?
Yes, you. Sorry.
Is this a trick question or?
No, not at all.
Okay, Jay.
No, that's not my nickname. What's my nickname? What do people call me?
Big Girl?
You got it.
Okay.
Big Girl loves his purses. So at the same store,
Henry got it faster than I did.
Yep. In the same store, I got this awesome Betsyville purse. I paid $11 for it, and no one's had this one up for a long, long time. So I'm going to shoot for about $50.
Betsyville is actually the lower end line of Betsy Johnson. Did you know that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You know Lily Bloom?
Yes.
Lily Bloom is
they make diaper bags.
Recycled materials. So I bought this one, brand new with tags.
Really?
The original retail was $65. I paid $14 based on the soles. I should probably get $40 to $50 out of this one.
Yeah, definitely. That's a good deal.
Sitting right next to it, new with tags, was this Vera Bradley.
Nice. I like the colors on that, actually.
This is called Jazzy Blooms. Suggested retail was $72. I paid $5.60. Based on current sales, I'll probably get $30 for this. And the nice thing, especially about this one, it's just cloth, easy to ship.
Yeah, Vera Bradley's you can always fold in half and do first class.
So here's one I'm a little surprised about. I'm always bummed when you think you see a score, and then you get home, you're like, that's a dud? What? All right, for our Doctor Who fans, I found this bitchin' backpack. Now, if you're not a Doctor Who fan, you're just like, it's just a police call box backpack. But for Doctor Who fans...
I've never heard of Doctor Who, so...
Yeah, well, not surprising. So this is an awesome kind of big, heavy backpack. And when I got home, and I paid $3.50 for it, and thinking it was gonna be like a $30 backpack, give or take. And when I got home, they're only selling for like $10. And I'm like, this big thing? Now, the same day, but at a different thrift store, I found another item from Doctor Who, the 500-year diary, unused. Just what the heck just fell out? Is it a surprise? Did I win money?
Oh,
no idea.
Was it a mint? I usually get mints.
No. So, and this I paid $1.40 for. So I have $5 invested in these two. Now together, I'm going to sell them together. They don't seem to be doing all that well by themselves, but I think they're a cool little lot, and so I'll put them together. I got $5 invested. I'll try $39.99. Maybe I'll shoot for $30.
Wow, those go together? I would never. I don't
Yeah,
know.
same.
I don't even know what Doctor Who is. I've never heard of it.
Same TV show. So.
Okay.
Now, I always tell people when you're in the plush section, look for the weird animal. There are tons of bears. There are tons of dogs. There are tons of cats. There are tons of bunnies. You look for the weird things, like I bought an otter laying on his back eating a little mollusk. That's not normal. Those are the things that sell. I like to buy little armadillos. Now, I thought this was a regular plush, but I think it might be a dog toy.
Oh. Yeah.
But I'm going to do a little research. If it's a dog toy, my dogs get it. If it's not, I'll just sell it. But it was only $1.
The funny thing is, we bought our son, our youngest son, a dog toy one time thinking it was just a regular stuffed animal toy, but it was in the wrong section. We realized it was a dog toy after, but he loved it, so, it doesn't always matter.
All right. So these are from Hallmark stores. Every year they come out with a different one, and you push the button and it moves and it plays songs and stuff. I don't think either of the. I actually have 2 of these.
My mom has like every year of those. Yes.
Now I paid. Let me see. I don't think either of them work right this second. Nope.
I wouldn't think those would do well though.
Oh, they do. But
Really?
you did wrong. Okay, this one was $2.80, and this one was $3.50.
I have passed those up before.
Oh man, January 2nd. So after Christmas, these are selling for $30 still.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
And so what you need to do in your research is figure out the year, and it's pretty easy. Once you figure out the year, that's how you market it. But yeah, these always go for 30 to 50. They're closer to 45 before Christmas, but still, they're popping off at 30 after Christmas. And I'll probably just put it away until next Christmas. These could probably sell all year, but I'll just hang on to it. No biggie. I'll put it away in my storage unit. All right, so we will save the 2 coolest things for last. All right, so went into the jacket section like I love to do, and I love to pull out a cool jacket. I love to pull out a cool purse, a cool jacket, and a cool robe out of every thrift store. That's kind of my thing now. Like, that's what I want to hunt for. So the brand on this is Oscar Peele, and it's P-I-E-L. I'll even show you here. Oh, wrong finger movie.
Never heard of that brand.
Oscar makes leather jackets, and this is a American one, USA.
Oh yeah, it is.
USA down the sleeves, flag on the back. And I paid $14 for it, and based on sold, I'm gonna get about $60 for it.
Okay.
It's in great shape. It is used, but used in a good way. It's not stiff leather anymore. It's kind of worn in, it's got that I've been around the block, but I'm not dead kind of look. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Cool.
So that was a happy find. Staying in our jacket section, I did not know this brand, and that's what I love. I love going to the jacket section, seeing, and what happens is most days, I don't stand there and look up everything, but what I do is I scan through, and I see patterns or styles or looks that catch my eye, and those are the ones I fixate on. So here's a brand, again, I did not know, Brad Whitney, Carmel by the Sea, California. So I'll show you the logo there. Oops.
Nope, haven't heard of that either.
Yep, let's see here. Oh, we're going the wrong way.
It's hard to see. I see it now. That's a good shot.
Okay, so Brad Whitney mainly makes cowboy jackets. Now, I don't think this one's really cowboyish, but man, it's definitely cool retro looking.
Very cool.
And I paid a $7 for this, and based on the sales, I couldn't find anything like this one specifically, but his stuff pops off around $40 to $50.
What size is that?
This is, I don't know, there is no size. It's the one thing that bums me out about this jacket. There's no size tag, and there's no material tag.
Yeah, you have to go by measurements.
Yeah, there's how to take care of a tag and a brand tag, and that's it. But it is cool nonetheless, and like I said, I think I'll get like $40, $50 for it. Again, brand I had never heard of, had to do a little research. The brand is Harbor Master, division of Jonathan Logan Inc., and designed by John Wheats. Okay? So there's the brand. And what it is an old school trench coat. Let me get it around here. With some sweet hardware.
Oh, I like that. That's actually very in, like with the well, and women's boots now, like that kind of hardware is very in fashion. So I
Full
know that's a
fleece,
men's coat, but
full fleece zip out lining, and this is a vintage coat, and it is in great, great shape. I mean, there is nothing wrong with this coat, and it's awesome. And I paid 14 for it, and
very
based on
nice.
research, it's going off around 50 bucks.
Nice.
Now here's my favorite coat. Now those are all good, and those all bring me a nice profit. Now, if you just look at this coat, just as it is, it's not all that exciting. You can tell it's not all that modern either. And it's made by After Six, but it's a special line of After Six. After Six does like tuxedos and stuff.
Yeah, I've heard of that brand before.
This is the Miami Vice line of After Six, back in the day when
Oh my
Miami
gosh,
Vice
that's
was hot.
funny. That's funny.
So there's the After Six. But
Cool.
I couldn't find this exact jacket, but some of the, if I would have found a pink one, because they did some pink versions, those sell in the $150 range. Now, I think that the store didn't realize this was kind of extra special, so with my discount, it was only $4. And I think I'll probably get like 50 bucks for this. All right. Let's push that aside. Oh, I do one more plush. I had to buy this because what I said is, look for the weird thing. Now, this seems very modern. The brand is Toy Network. It's from 2002. And I don't think it's a specific character, but I just absolutely loved him.
It's a leopard spotted elephant, it looks like.
Well, no, it's not even leopard spotted. It's very much textured.
Oh, okay. He's
And
cute.
it's just a crazy elephant with a red hat.
Yeah, he's cute.
It was $4, which seems like a lot for a gamble, but even when I was digging through my stuff today, Stacy, my wife, stopped by and said, "Hey, that's a cool elephant." So she had the same opinion as I did. I'll try and figure out a way to sell him, but that was just one of the things that I'm like, I'll give it a whirl. He's cute. He's adorable. All right, Nay, you got kids. You buy things sometimes, and they just never ever going to be sold because the kids take them over.
Oh yeah, happens all the time.
Yeah, well, that happens not often with my wife because she's not like me in collecting and keeping stuff. But this, I purchased this, and she was like, "Yeah, we'll be keeping that."
What is
Work
it?
it's a sign to hang in her bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Work like a captain, play like a pirate.
Okay.
So, yep, that one is not going up for sale. Oh, you know what? People are talking about the Republicans. They would love that elephant. I wasn't even political. Crap, that's my
well, there you
marketing
go.
angle.
Yeah, that's our party. Yeah. Yeah. I also have
I
a
love
problem, just not with my kids, but with things that because I sell a lot of women's clothes and shoes, and then they end up fitting me, and then that's a problem. So, yeah.
Yep, that's right. All right, one last plush. Not super worthy. It's a 1992 Wile E. Coyote, but he was only $1. So I'm like, I can't leave a Wile E. Coyote in good shape
Is he
back
from the
behind
Warner
for
Brothers
$1.
store?
No, he
Is he Warner Brothers from?
it is 1992 Warner Bros. I don't think he was from the store though.
Okay. The store stuff does well usually.
Yeah, but for $1, I'm like, I'm having a garage sale in 2 weeks. Even if I put them out there for $5, I'd make $4.
Mhm.
All right, let's do a little bit of games. And if you're watching this show and you're not in our Facebook group, come on over and join us. It's called the Thrifting Board. And all day long, we teach each other about, things to buy, how to sell them better. And this is a direct result of our group. So Joy, who's one of the lifeguards in our group, see, we don't have admins because we are surfing the beach, and we have lifeguards. If you're in a little bit of trouble in the e-commerce seas, we got lifeguards to save you. Nadine's one of our lifeguards,
Right.
and Joy is one of our lifeguards, and she found this game and sold it within like 3 hours for $50. I might have frozen.
Wow.
Joy found this game and within 3 hours sold it for $50. The next day, I find the exact game for $2. Now,
No way.
The box is a little beat. I think it's complete. I am going to double check it, but it was just awesome to find something that the group had just been shown is a score. It's
Awesome.
like it was, scripted for us.
That's great.
All right.
I've never heard of that game.
This game, if I ship it to Amazon, it'll sell. It's not selling as much on eBay.
Mm-hmm.
but my home bar is called the Dennis Inn, so I was told I had to buy this game even just to put it in my bar. The Seven Deadly Sins game.
There you go.
Yeah, so we might play that a couple times over drinks before I sell it, but I paid $3.50, and on Amazon it's selling for like $35. On eBay it's selling for $20. So, and that's another tip is to don't limit yourself to one platform. Look at
Right.
the multiple platforms you have options to.
Definitely.
Same thing. This game is sealed, selling for well more on Amazon sealed than it is on eBay, and it's called Fart, the game.
Yeah, that's
And it
interesting.
yes, it comes with sensational sound effects CD.
Oh, my
Now, if this
boys
was
would probably think that was the funniest
yeah,
thing ever
if
invented.
this was open, we would have had new sound effects for our show. But since it's sealed, I'm
Yeah.
leaving it sealed. And then on the last on the game front, again, doing much better on Amazon, is this vintage silly soccer game. And and the goal talks to you, and you kick the little ball into it, and all the
Oh,
parts are there. And I paid $2.80, and on Amazon it's like a $50 game.
wow.
And then along the vein of the Jimmy Buffett end of the tiki world is this sign. Now this is not Buffett. The lower the
Mhm.
latitude, the better the attitude. So the lower the latitude means you're somewhere off in the Caribbean. But this sign has the original sticker on the back for how much it's sold for. I paid $3.50. The original sticker was $31.95. And there is an artist.
Is that sealed? I can't tell.
There's an artist signature right there.
I see that.
And as soon as I figure out who that is, that's how I'll market it. It's on wood. See?
Oh, I thought it was okay. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it was a sign. I thought it was another game.
No, I'm sorry. I switched the
That
signs.
went
My
right
bad.
over my head. I thought we were still on games. That's why I said, "Is that sealed?" Yeah.
My
Gotcha.
bad. I'm so sorry.
No.
Uh,
Okay.
but
All
once
right.
I figure out who that artist is, I'll think I'll probably get in the $30 range because it's a great sign. Still got the original tag on the back, and we'll market it as who that artist is. Whew. And then last but not least, uh, if you're a thrifter, you should know you should be hunting for Lisa Frank. Now, if you don't know what Lisa Frank is, we're not going to go into the great detail right now, but Lisa Frank has made stuff for little girls and big girls alike for many, many years now, and the older stuff is very collectible. So when you're done watching Nay and I, go to eBay, go look up, just type in Lisa Frank, click solds and sort by highest, and you will be shocked if you've never done this. So, and to show you how much things go for, I just spent a whopping $1.40 on this, but this is a Lisa Frank folder. Now, it's a little beat. It's got Jasmine Love's name on it. It is dirty. There's some little nicks and holes in it. And when you open it up to the inside, yeah, it's a kid's notebook. It's got pen marks. It's been well loved. But I have two others in the well-loved vein that I've paid about $1.40 or $2 for. So I maybe have $6 invested in 3 folders in this vein, and so I'll put them all together. I will clean them up, and I think I can get $40 for 3 kind of beat-up folders. And because these are older and they have names to them. Somebody already told me what this is, but I forget. It's like Magical Cat or something dumb like that. I don't know. But keep your eyes on for Lisa Frank. Go look at the solds. Look at the highest. You will be shocked. If you've not looked, you will be floored. All right. Put that over there. All right. Let's do some regular clothes. Where are we at here? Okay, yeah. Do some regular clothes, and then I will show the 2 cool finds. So, like I said, I like to find a good robe too. So I'm going to have to do a little research to figure out the actual brand because the brand is just a picture. But this is an actual kimono robe made in Japan. It's got the tie with it still. I paid $4, and it's cute and in great shape.
That is adorable. I love it. Can I say the brand, the
Yeah.
logo?
So here's the only problem. The logo is just a picture. And then behind it, it says Made in Japan. So I will be putting a picture up in the group and see if we can figure out what this is. But that did not dissuade me from buying it because I'll figure it out. Even if I can't figure it out, I can sell on the merits alone. It's a cool little kimono robe. It's made in Japan. All the stuff that you would probably want to look for. What happened, eh?
I have
Oh,
no idea.
did you talk about the flood in the chat?
Oh, they were asking me. Yeah.
Everybody's saying I'm sorry, Nay. I'm like, wait, what did I miss?
Yeah, I was just talking. They were asking me what happened, why my store is still closed, and all.
Oh,
So,
gotcha.
yeah.
All right. Now, usually I'm not a big fan of buying dated stuff when it comes to sports stuff, unless it's older. And 2007 is definitely not older. But this is a Hawaiian type shirt with the Pro Bowl from 2007, and the Pro Bowl's held in Hawaii. But the cool thing is, it's made by Reebok, and obviously it's never been washed since the sticker is still there, the official NFL sticker. So, obviously, football season, we're going right into the playoffs, then the Pro Bowl. So I'm getting this up right now. If somebody's going, maybe they'll buy it, maybe they'll wear it to this year's Pro Bowl. Now, here's some marketing tips on how to sell something. I paid $1.40 for this Bacardi shirt. This Bacardi zombie shirt. Only one person has had this shirt lately, and they sold it for $5. Now, here's what they missed. This glows in the dark. I could tell as soon as I grabbed it, it glowed in the dark. And when I sell glow-in-the-dark items, I know how to take the pictures of them glowing. And you lead with that picture because no one else does. Everyone else is too lazy to take a glow-in-the-dark picture. However, I usually group like things together. So I'm going to grab a couple other Bacardi things and make it a cool little lot. And a zombie is a old-time tiki drink made with rum. So I will play off all those things. I will show you how to market it better and make 2 to 10 times more money than your competition. So this will be a good experiment. Yeah, Scott Williams said he passed up a Pro Bowl jersey yesterday. He wanted $99. Yeah, it seems a little steep. But I paid $3 for that shirt, so I'm cool with it. Now, this is no big brand, but I thought it was funny. It's a devil riding a motorcycle, and it's Route 666. And it's a big boy shirt, too. It's a 2X, but it's a big 2X. And I paid $3 for that, and I figured I'll probably get $25 for it. And if not, I'll wear it. That's always the joy of buying clothes in your size, like you said, May.
Yep. I know, that's the problem. And everything seems to fit me. That's the problem. That's the other problem. I don't know why. I think I shop, I think I do it like subconsciously.
What, buy stuff that fits you nicely?
Oh yeah, except for the plus size items, and whatnot. But otherwise, like I really do. I think I do it subconsciously and end up like bringing it home and saying, "Oh, this dress looks great. I can't sell it." Yeah. So.
Well, you see, you know what your problem is compared to me? You're normal size, and I'm not.
That's true. That's true. That's a good point. So,
you have way more options. I mean, from shoes to everything.
That's true. Yeah.
There is a section for me in the thrift store, but it's not as big and not as many options.
Yes, I have a much bigger selection in the thrift store. You're right.
But I do find some goodies. Now, unfortunately, I found this the day after Christmas, and that was kind of a bummer. But Crazy Shirts is a good brand of T-shirts. They're really heavy duty, and they do special Christmas ones every year. And so here is a beer drinking Santa. Santa Stout House, party your balls off, and it's still new with tags. So I paid $210, and next Christmas I'll throw it up for like $30. I would probably throw it higher, but it's not real big. I think it's a medium. Yep, medium. If it was a double X, I go a little higher, but it's just a medium. I did find one vintage Hawaiian shirt this past week. The brand is We Maikai, and it's not all that awesome, but you can tell it's vintage 60s by that bitchin' big-ass collar, and it's in great shape. So that's something I could probably get like $20, $25 for.
That's cool.
Now this is a weird one, and I couldn't find it when I was doing some research. So Tattoo Flash is pictures of old tattoo art. Mainly you see a lot of Sailor Jerry Flash. If you would just see the picture of this shark, that would be a Tattoo Flash. So one of the most famous is this eagle, and here it is right here. But it's not an Allman Brothers Band T-shirt, and I don't know why these things are together. They don't seem like they go together, but I couldn't find this T-shirt anywhere when I was doing some quick research today. I paid $3.50 for it. It's a pretty bitchin' shirt, so I'll probably put it up for $30.
Cool.
Do you know the Allman Brothers?
I know it's a band.
You know other songs though, like Whip and Post?
Nope.
I'll have to play some Allman Brothers. They were Southern
Yeah,
rock.
that's all. Yeah, I'm not into Southern rock, so.
And then I'll give you a little trivia. When my wife and I, we renewed our 10-year anniversary vows at the Little Chapel of the West across the street from Mandalay Bay. And it's the same chapel where Cher married Greg Allman. Greg Allman was the lead singer of the Allman Brothers.
I didn't know that was one of her marriages. Interesting.
See, I tied it all together.
Yes, that was all.
That's also where Britney Spears married the guy named Jason for 3 days. Same place.
Oh yeah, yes.
All right, so I got this this hoodie for $5. It's in great shape. Disneyland Resort where dreams come true.
Wow.
And it's got the little Disneyland D and a Mickey on the front too. And it's a
sweatshirt. It's a hoodie.
Yeah, it's an extra large hoodie in great shape.
Nice.
And that's something that $25, $30.
Everybody loves hoodies. I like hoodies.
And then let's see here, another jacket. Now I bought this for a couple reasons. As people are talking about Tattoo Flash. Cool. This jean jacket from the Las Vegas Hilton.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Las Vegas Hilton, a couple things, does not exist anymore. It's called something else now.
Oh.
And before it was the Hilton, it's where Elvis used to play. So there's all this history to the building. And I thought this was a pretty cool jean jacket. It was $7. Nobody's had this, and it's all embroidered. Nobody's had this up for sale or sold or up for sale that I can find. So I'm going to put like $79.99 on this and shoot for like $50. And that's the tip and the key to digging through the racks here in Vegas. Every locals casino, when they're done with the promotion of clothing, they donate them all to savers. So looking at this locals casino called the Eastside Cannery T-shirts, those aren't worth nothing to anybody. But you find something cool, old Hilton. Hilton doesn't exist anymore. It's a jean jacket, embroidered. You got to be able to weed through the crap and find the good or the rare.
Yeah. And you know your Vegas stuff, so.
Yeah, I mean, it helps to know it, but because some of the local stuff, it looks good, but nobody's hunting for Eastside Cannery T-shirts. I mean, you've never even heard of the Eastside Cannery, have you?
I think everybody knows their own region. I mean, if I was looking in Philly, I would know what was defunct, what was cool, what was not. But if I was in Vegas thrifting, I'd have no clue.
And the Hilton is not the SLS. That's different. This who said that? I'll make sure people don't get confused. Mary, the SLS is what the Sahara used to be. The Hilton is called Westgate now, I think. All right. So, what do you look for when you're digging through the sweater section, eh?
Well, I look for a few brands that I can spot by just by knowing them because they pop out at me. And I look for crazy, goofy, and tacky.
Well, that's kind of what I look for too. But guess what I found in the sweater section? Yes, I found silver tab jeans.
Okay, I don't look for silver tab jeans in the sweater section. But that just proves one of my tips, or I don't know, maybe it was your tip. One of our tips from one of our shows was look in all sections for misplaced items because you never know.
Now, these are not baggies. They're low and loose, and they're not big. They're 33s, but I just sold a low and loose like a week or two ago for like $35 or $40, and I paid $7. And so we'll take some fresh pictures, but I've already got a low and loose listing. Just take some fresh pictures, change the size. I'm already halfway done. I got the listing halfway done, so it makes it quick to do. And these are in great shape. And one of the things you want to look for when you buy pants, any pants, grab the cuffs right away. Now, if these were a little beat, doesn't mean it's a no-go, but if they're really beat, I'd leave them behind. Now, these are nice and fresh.
Yeah.
Nobody was standing on these.
Yeah. My husband buys them too long. He walks on them, and they become all shredded on the bottom. So.
And I don't know if all the silver tabs may have it, but this one has a little tag on the cuff, see?
Yeah, so that would get all, so.
Yep, so. Scott says, I've never found silver tabs. Are they vintage? Yeah, they're kind of vintage because they don't make them anymore. And people who hunt for them swear they're different denim. Now, I like a good pair of jeans when it's cold. I don't know if they're different denim, but if people want to buy them and think they're different denim, I'll
Hmm.
sell them.
I have never thrifted for them. It's just not my thing, but maybe it should be. I don't know.
And there's been many tags of silver tabs, but what's good is a lot of stores are hanging their jeans like this now, so you can kind of look down. So
Hmm.
if you're looking inside the waist, you're looking for the
Hmm.
big, where it says silver tab. If you're looking on the back, just look for the silver tab right there. See?
Yeah, yeah, the logo. I only buy women's jeans.
And so we're talking about Cosby sweaters. Uh,
Oh,
using
well,
using the word Cosby is wrong for two
yes, that's a
reasons.
great
Nate, you
one.
give the first one.
Hmm?
I said using the word Cosby is wrong for two reasons. Now, what would be the first reason? And I'll give the
Keyword
worst.
spamming.
Keyword spamming. Explain to people who are watching what keyword spamming is.
It's when an item is unrelated to the actual, like it doesn't have anything to do with the Cosby Show or Bill Cosby or, you know, anything like that. It's just a sweater that looks like something that he would have worn on the show, but it actually has nothing. Now, if it said the Cosby Show, then you could use Cosby in your keywords, but
Exactly. Now, the other reason, and this example is only for this specific item, in case you haven't heard, Cosby's pretty much an asshole.
yeah,
So
I
you
wasn't
don't
trying to
really
go
want to
there.
market anything with the Cosby name right now.
Exactly, that's true too, because he's in some hot water right now. So
Yeah.
I wasn't
So
going there with
if you
that.
haven't heard, Google that after you Google Lisa Frank.
He just actually got arrested for an offense in my city,
Yep.
an alleged offense in my city. Yes.
All right. So one thing I love is when I'm shopping on one side of the rack and just out of the corner of my eye, I see something through the rack on the other side, and I just snag it before someone else does. And this is one of those examples. This is a cool little Jams World dress.
Hmm.
So this was on a rack on the other side of the rack I was working on. I snagged it. Bummer, it's only a
Cool.
small, but it was $4, and I could usually get anywhere from $25 to $50 out of my Jams World dresses. And this one's not all that exciting, but $4 was
Cute.
not much of a gamble.
What size is it?
It's a small.
Ah, it's cute.
Yeah.
My
Now,
size.
along the same lines that other Disney hoodie, I like this one even better. This is the 10-year anniversary of Hong Kong Disneyland.
Oh, that's pretty neat.
Yeah. And so if Robin is watching this, Robin was in this section and somehow missed this. And the odd thing it was kind of pulled out. And so I thought she looked at it and then skipped it. And I walked by and I grabbed it
Mhm.
and she goes, "Oh, crap, I didn't even see that."
You know what though? It's well, with that looks like that'll sell. That looks like it's a larger size too. Is it an extra large?
And there's the Hong Kong Disneyland logo.
Is it?
And let's see, does it say a size? No, it's a medium.
Oh, really? Well,
Yeah.
anyway, my point is that'll probably sell, but I just assumed that anything international Disney would sell, like, but I've had a Europe Disney mug in my store for probably a couple years and no one wants it, so
Yeah, some
maybe I
things
just
do
gave it
sell,
up.
some don't. But I felt especially the hoodie, it was in good
Oh
shape.
yeah,
I mean, there's nothing
definitely.
wrong with it. It was
Yeah.
$4, and it was easy. All right,
Yep.
so we'll go from the hoodie section to the ladies' lingerie section because I love buying me some big bras. But I didn't buy bras this time. I did buy this bustier. It is from the brand Smart and Sexy. It's a 42 double D. I paid $4 for it,
Ooh, that's pretty. I like that.
and then it's got all the clasps in the back.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, somebody will like
But
that
not
one.
that sexy. But even sexier is this cacao.
Yeah.
Cacique. Cacique. We got some lace, some neon, and some polka dots all together.
That's kind of cute. I have one that's a large ladies, isn't it? Like that's a plus
Yes,
size.
this is a 26-28.
Yeah. I have a much smaller Betsy Johnson one that really reminds me that it's like got the hot pink and the yellow and the crazy colors on it. Hasn't sold, well, it's not going to sell now because nothing's selling now with my store closed, but
And this was
but it's similar. Yeah.
this still has partially the new tag still on it, and it was $3.50. All right, down to the last two cool things. I think. Am I all done? Yep. Okay. So I will do this one first.
Can I just go back real quick? Somebody asked in the chat room, I don't know who it was,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
way back there, about when we were talking about the Cosby sweaters and whatnot with the keyword spamming. Yes, that is a risk for Vero too. Usually with more with brand names, like if you associate something with say anthropology and it's not really an anthropology brand, or some of the other brands, they will slap you for that if you use their brand and it has nothing, the listing has nothing to do with their, or if it's actually not authentic. So
Okay, so I always tell my wife, especially, the internet works in crazy, mysterious circles. All right, you want to see what I just got an offer on? Can you see it?
I can't see.
Let me go on the iPad.
Don't
Maybe it's a little
worry.
bit bigger. A Disneyland item. And we just got done
Oh,
talking about Disneyland. I just got an offer on a Disneyland item.
did it say $9 though?
Yeah, but it's just a little running top I've had forever. It's from the 2011 marathon.
So you're gonna
It
take the
weighs
nine
like,
dollars or counter at like
oh
15?
no, it's gone. It's been in my drawer
Really? For
forever.
$9 free
Oh yeah,
shipping?
it weighs like 3 ounces. It's out of here.
Oh,
Bye.
okay.
Yes, look. Sometimes you just got to cut bait and run. I mean, if you don't know what that means you've struck out. Just move on.
I've done that before.
I
I've
told.
done it before. I've just been like, forget it, take it. I don't care.
All
As
right.
long as I'm making something on it, I don't care.
So here's the item that I posted in the thrifting board that I said, geez, I thought I'd seen it and bought it all at a thrift store until this weekend. And here it is. An actual skull.
Oh, was that the one with the actual skin on it though?
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this is a little bit of meat still on the back here.
Yeah, that's not. I don't want to see that. I'm not looking.
So this was.
Tell me when it's off the screen, please.
This one was $4. So, and I live in Vegas. People use skulls for decoration. If nothing else, I'll put it in my antique booth and I'll sell it there if I don't sell it on eBay. But these skulls do sell. Again, something if you've never looked at, go look at taxidermy skulls, just the skulls. So no, no stuff in anything, just the skulls, and they sell. Obviously the more elaborate or exotic, the better. But
Free rabies included.
according to according to the group, this was just a goat, like a domestic goat. Yeah.
Really? Oh, yuck. Oh. Sorry, I'm
Yeah.
vegan, so it's just not my thing, but that's fine.
Giant pug toy. Oh, and somebody asked me what I was going to sell the Smart and Sexy for. Oh, you're right. It's not a big selling brand, but it's a cute top. It's a nice big size, 42 double D. And we'll make it look good. I've got a bigger girl mannequin that'll fill it out nice, so it'll look really good. And so I'll probably put like $25 on it, and I'll shoot for like 22, 21, 22. And again, easy to ship. There's not much weight to it. Folds up nice. I like. I'll sell big, expensive, hard to ship things, but boy, do I love easy to ship things.
So how are you going to ship the skull with the meat?
I don't know yet because I never bought a skull.
Are you going to tell them that meat is included on it?
Oh yeah. All right, so that's all the good finds, but this is the one I love the most. Because this is the one I guarantee. Now, we got 123 watching. I guarantee most of you would never even stop in the section, let alone buy this many from the section. All right, you ready? Come here. I bought 126 cassettes.
Yep. You
All right, hang on a second. That's part of it. And that's the other part. Now, I will hold this up there so you can take a look at it. This is all punk, new wave, and 90s alternative. Yep. And this... I
recognize so many of them. That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These were 70 cents a piece, and here's how I'm going to sell them. I started to spot check them today, and I found a couple $10 ones, a couple $20 ones, and then some that aren't worth a bunch. But I do have, like, Billy Bragg. I got, like, 6 Billy Braggs. And so if none of them are worth a ton by themselves, then it's going to be a lot of Billy Bragg cassettes. Yep. The punk ones definitely do well. Like in this box right here, I see 7 Seconds. It's a good punk band.
Some of them are rare ones, or should be.
Yep. And I bought some things I have no clue. Like, I don't know I don't know the Dopes.
I don't know them either.
I don't know A House. But obviously, this all came
A
out of.
House?
It's one word, A House.
Okay. I know
Obviously,
the
this
House
came
of
out of.
Love. That was one of the bands I was really into back then. But
What band?
it's called the House of Love, not A
Uh,
House. Totally different thing.
and then a couple things that don't even fit that bill. Like I got a Frank Zappa.
Mhm.
I
Everybody knows who
got.
Frank Zappa is.
I got a Grateful Dead.
Mhm.
And Lauren is asking, what is punk? Lauren, if you don't know what punk is, I suggest going to YouTube and start looking up some old punk, and you will quickly know. Ramones, Sex Pistols, The Clash. All right, let's go
Yeah.
back to this box, and I'll hold this one up for a little bit so you can kind of peruse it. As you can
Yeah, there's
see,
the Clash, Crowded House. Oh my goodness, New Order. Oh my gosh. So fun.
TSOL, and then if you look up here, I got Black Flag.
Oh, the psychedelic furs. I was a big Jane's Addiction. Yes, yes, yes.
I got
The
Black Flag,
Cure.
the Meatmen, Wall of Voodoo. So now that we've talked about this, uh, who's watching right now? Who regularly stops in the cassette section and shops? And be honest,
No,
because I'm not
no,
holding you to it. But
no.
who stops there?
I avoid the music section altogether. I'm embarrassed to say because I don't know what I'm doing. Although I was able to help you find some winners, but that was just by luck. That was sheer idiotic luck. Because I
All
don't know
right,
what I'm doing.
I'm going to test you a little bit, Nate, because you're pretty good at music, especially
Yeah, I
this
am.
era.
Yeah,
Do you know who
yeah.
this is?
Peter Murphy, yeah.
Yeah, do you know what band he came from?
I should, and it's on the tip of my
So he
tongue.
got into a fight, and the rest of the band went one way, and he went solo.
He's, yeah, I know Peter Murphy, but
I'll see who in the chat knows Peter Murphy. Um, do you know who's the leader of this band?
the Creatures, no, I do not.
It's one of Susie Sue's side bands from Susie and the Banshees.
Oh, Susie and the Banshees, yes.
Yep. But yeah, so some of these will do really well. Black Flag will do really
Hmm.
well. The Meatmen will do really well.
The Meat Men, not the
Yep.
Meat Puppets. Hmm.
This is Dead Kennedys.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
All right. Does nobody in the chat know who Peter Murphy is? Have I
What?
stumped? Have I stumped 128 people? That is impressive. And then I got some mainstream. I say, Cure is not that
No,
exotic, but when you
they
have
used to
not
be.
one, not two, not three, you got a bunch of Cures. It's going to be a whole Cure collection. Ah, very good. Barbara, did you Google it, Barbara, or did you know? Because Barbara knows. Yeah, it was the Bauhaus, and then they got into a
Wait a
fight.
minute. Are you kidding me? That was okay. Okay, I know Bauhaus,
Yeah,
yes.
so then he left, and then the rest of Bauhaus turned into Love and Rockets. But see,
I'm
as
trying to think. I know there's
I have
it's
multiple
on the
Cure.
tip of my tongue that
Yes.
I don't know if I can think of it without Googling. It
A
might
bunch of
come to me.
Pixies cassettes. Now, like a couple of Pixies cassettes were going. Good job, Barbara. A bunch of Pixies. One of the Pixie cassettes were going for $10.
Cuts you up.
What?
That's it. That's a song I'm thinking of. Cuts you up. That's the Peter Murphy song that's on my
Okay.
brain.
Yes.
That was what was on the tip of my tongue, but anyway.
Now,
Go ahead.
also, here's a little tip. So this Smith's Hatful of
Oh,
Hollow.
yeah. Yes, I was a big Smith
There
or
were multiple versions of this cassette. So this
oh,
one with the blue, sticker on it. This one's selling for like $18.99. So make sure when you're looking on any music, you're actually comparing apples to apples. There could be many, many versions of CDs, LPs, cassettes. So make sure when you're looking it up, you're selling the right one because you want to market it that way too. And then just find somebody who sold this one really well and just emulate their listing. But this, and what I'll do too is if these Peter Murphys aren't a big deal by themselves, nor the Love and Rockets a big deal by themselves, then we have a giant lot of Peter Murphy and Love and Rockets together. So I'll make them kiss and make up. Welcome back, Bauhaus. But please, look in the cassette section. There's tons of money. Again, when we're done, when you're watching TV tonight, go just type in the word cassette, and you're going to have to weed through probably some big lots. But go to Souls and sort by highest, and when you get to single cassettes, you're going to see $100, $200 cassettes, and you're going to be like, what? In 2015? And speaking of old media, there's a little blurb going around the internet, not put out by Amazon, put out by I forget which company, like Bloomberg or something, but it's something reputable. It wasn't Bloomberg, maybe Huffington Post. Something reputable. The number one selling stereo unit, I don't know why, yeah, wasn't an MP3 player this Christmas. It was a record player. Record player outsold everything else. In 2015, for Christmas, people wanted record players. HMV, which is an electronics store, they were selling one record player every second.
Oh, they're hard to find, I guess. And people...
Well, they're making a lot of them, so...
Yeah.
Yeah, I realize it's 2016 today, but we're talking about 3 weeks ago. It was 2015.
I'm sorry, these things are coming into my brain now. My favorite Bauhaus song.
Yes.
She's in Party, so do people know that one? No? Yes,
Bela Lugosi's dead. Also, if you don't know X, there we go. I found a couple X cassettes, and again, if they're not, they're not exciting by themselves, I will put them together. Now, another tip, especially on cassettes, I could go out and buy fresh cassette cases. I do that with CDs when I sell CDs. I find almost 99% of my cassette customers are just buying them to listen to. They're not buying them to display on a shelf. They probably have an old pickup truck. They're working on a farm. The only thing that's got in the deck in the pickup truck is a cassette player. They don't care about the case, and I put exactly in there. You're getting the case that it's in, and I will mention if it's cracked or if it's scratched, like this Peter Murphy's got a crack in it right there, I will not replace them, and I have not had any problems doing it this way. I could spend time and money to get fresh cases. I find cassettes don't really need it. Now, if I did find a $100 cassette in here, I might do that. But majority of these are going to be sold, you know, even though they're going to sell for more than I paid, it's still kind of a budget thing, so to speak. So don't go out of your way to pretty up cassettes. Okay? I do quite fine without prettying them up.
Do you do that with CD cases?
Yeah, CD cases for sure, especially because I sell, majority of my CDs are rare. So like this weekend I sold like 2 or 3 $50 CDs used. So they are getting fresh cases for sure.
So but, do you buy a bunch, like you buy them in bulk then and just...
Well, I looked out many years ago. I found a deal on Craigslist. Somebody had an actual release of an actual CD that was just tanked. They had 5,000 of them. He sold them for $100.
So basically, you just use the...
Yeah. So I've been working my way through 5,000 cases, and I just put fresh ones on. So, and I still got a good chunk, and I bought those 9-10 years ago. So
that's good.
So that's your tip. Go to the cassette section. Everyone watching, I want you to go find some cassettes. Now, these were all found in the same store. Obviously, this was someone's collection, and when they got put on the shelf, they got put on the shelf with all the Sing Along with Mitch Miller cassettes, too. You got to weed through those. Nobody wants those, okay? You got to find the cool stuff. You got to find the Adam Ants, the Pearl Jams, the Public Image Limited, the New Orders, the Psychedelic Furs. Those are the things you're looking for. Metal. 80s metal does quite well, too. So keep that in mind. So today, your goal should be, in the next 2 weeks when you're out thrifting, buy a cassette or two. Because it's going to open up a whole new world for you. As you can tell, they're small, they're easy to ship, and what we do when we ship them, I'm not abusing postal supplies, but just to show you, because the only thing close to my hand, we take a piece of cardboard off a box that I had gotten something shipped in, just wrap it up in the cardboard, real quick, see how easy? Now it's got a nice little secure fit and a zero poly mailer, zero bubble mailer, the same one I use for CDs, and off it goes, and it'll weigh a couple ounces. Yep, weighs 3 ounces. And of course, if you're doing a lot, it's a different story, but you know, if it's a $20 cassette, that's how easy it is to ship it. All right? So go buy some cassettes or buy a bra if you never bought a bra. I saw somebody said they bought and sold their first bra. So congratulations, and I'm glad our haul videos are opening up new avenues. You know, I want people to get out of their norm. Do your norm first, but then go find something else. Go find a animal head. Go find a cassette. Go find a bra. Go find a sewing pattern. I don't buy sewing patterns. Nay was in my head when I saw those. I'm like, I'm buying these. These are good.
You did good on this, yeah.
See? I had Nay talking in my head to me.
I would have grabbed those in a second.
Somebody said I hear A-Tracks are coming back. Yes, A-Tracks do well too. So do reel to reels. So get on buying old media. All right, that's all I got. I now have, as you can see, I now have a mess for Jeremy to clean up tomorrow. So basically, it's gonna be like, hey, Jeremy, clean all this crap up, and then go to work.
Nice. Poor Jeremy.
Yeah, it says Nay's driving Jay's bus. Yeah, and it's not just Nay. Like Joy was in my head when I found that game that she had sold.
Oh so, yeah, definitely. It's
No, do not cut. I said don't use the UPS box. It was the only piece of cardboard I had handy. I was just showing you what to do.
Yeah, don't do that because that's.
I didn't say use the USPS priority box, but I am tethered to the computer and I have nothing else handy here. So
yeah,
I was just showing you how you wrap it over, nice and quick and easy to give it some stability. But yeah, and that's what the group. You should hear the group in your head when you're out thrifting.
Definitely.
You watch our shows, both the hauls and our regular show, and you pay attention to our scores, and you're in the thrifting board, as you're walking the aisles, you should hear Jason's voice. You should hear
our dogs to know what to say.
Oh yeah. Yep. And that'll make you a better thrifter because it'll open up new avenues for you, and it'll teach you new things.
Yes, definitely.
All right, that's all I got. That's it. That's my crap.
Right.
I mean my treasures.
Yeah, that was a cool haul, and I don't know when you guys will be seeing one of mine next. I have a lot of work to do before I can go thrifting again, so.
We'll get you squared away.
Yeah.
I think we're going to start Thrifty Business with Jay and Nate back up next week. So not this Thursday, but next Thursday. You'll give Nate a little more time to get her downstairs organized, and give me a little time to get all my crap organized and get us raring and ready to go. And we got some new ideas for the new year in season 2. Plus, we need to get a guest, Nate. So
yes, that's true.
It's already Sunday night, and coming out of the holidays is always kind of hectic. So
yeah, so we'll start the following week. That's fine.
Yep. So we'll get going in a week. So stay tuned, and I am doing a little thrifting this week, so maybe we'll get another haul video in next week, and then we'll get back to the normal business. And maybe we'll get a guest. Let's find a guest who's going out thrifting this week, and
yeah, a guest haul would be nice.
Yeah. And then one thing, I'm going to put it in the group, but I'll throw it out to you guys listening right now. It's a challenge. It is your New Year's challenge. So not only do I want you to go buy some cassettes, this is a big challenge, and I want to do it for a couple of reasons. I find a lot of online sellers are not online shoppers, and it sounds very weird, but that happens quite a bit. I'll ask people when they say, hey, I'm having this issue, how do I deal with it? I'm like, well, think about when you're the buyer. Oh, I don't usually buy online. And then I go, what? You don't buy online?
Yeah, I buy, like when I need something, I buy on eBay or Amazon. Yeah. I do, but. So
here's the challenge. I'm going to write it all up tonight, and I'm going to do it myself tonight, and we're going to put it in the group. I want everyone to go buy one thing on eBay, one thing on Etsy, and one thing from a third party on Amazon. And what that means is I don't want you to buy an item from Amazon itself. I want you to buy from somebody who sells on Amazon. So not FBA, something else. I want you to see how everything shows up to you. And I'm talking about the correspondence. So after you buy something on Etsy, what's the email you get? What's the email you get from eBay? What's the email you get from Amazon? How does the packaging look? There'll be differences in an Amazon seller and an eBay seller typically.
Oh yeah, big time.
Did the whole process go the way you want to? Of course, buy something you want or need. Don't just buy to buy, but we all need something, and I collect tiki mugs, so I'm actually going to buy the same object, not the exact same one, but I'm going to buy 3 different tiki mugs, one on each platform, and then we'll report back. We'll share stories of the good and the bad. Of course, we will not bash anyone, and we will not share sellers' names to bash them, but I want everyone to be a buyer to know what your buyers see. You should know what they see in terms of correspondence, emails, and all that stuff, and what they should expect, so this way you'll know, and if you get something that isn't as good as it should be, you'll now know to do it better yourself. All right?
I have a tip with that too.
Yeah, go.
If you don't need something, like you don't need a shirt or whatever right now, maybe you need a better shipping scale for your business, or maybe you need to upgrade, something, I don't know, maybe you're still using a corded mouse. You need to get a digital one or whatever. But also packing supplies. I'm gonna have to do that soon because I lost all of my packing materials in the flood. So, all of that stuff for your business, anything that you need, you can buy that stuff too. You don't have to buy just something, that you don't necessarily, just to buy something. Think of something you could use for your business.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But the one point where I think people are getting a little stuck on
Well,
it, when you buy on Amazon, don't buy from Amazon. Buy from an actual seller, third-party seller.
yeah, I have had that experience a couple times with Amazon, and I can only think of once. I bought some cashmere yarn from a seller on Amazon because it was really, really cheap, and they were selling it out. It was like the last bit of it, so I just bought it all. Um, and I bought it to sell on eBay, to flip it on eBay. And they sent me like this really, and I was very surprised because I didn't think Amazon encouraged correspondence, from what I understand, but I'm not an Amazon seller, so.
They don't.
But they sent me a little, yeah, they sent me this sweet little note about thank you so much, blah, blah, blah. And they enclosed some extra skeins of yarn.
Well,
really
a thank you's okay, but I'm pretty sure. So in case I'm wrong, no one yell at me.
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought they didn't encourage that kind of thing, so I was
Don't
shocked.
encourage like putting literature in, like, hey, go to my website. That's a big no.
No, it wasn't that. It was a thank you, and here's some extra skeins for buying, so much from us, and thanks, and that was it. And I did flip it on eBay for quite a bit more. So.
My wife said rum, and Bridget said rum's not available online. I said it is. You just got to know how to find it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
A little trickier now. It was easier before two 18-year-old idiots got a hold of mom and dad's eBay ID and bought booze on eBay.
Now you can't sell. You can only sell empty bottles.
What you used to be able to sell was collectible bottles that happen to have contents. Well, these two idiots ruined it for the rest of us. They fueled a whole party of booze, and eBay really put the kibosh on buying and selling bottles. But if you dig around, you can still find them. All right, that's it. We're just rambling on now. We're talking about rum and parties the 18-year-olds threw. All right, so do that challenge. Come join us in the group, because what I want people to do is post stories, post pictures, and definitely share the good. We want to share the bad too, but not in a way that like this seller is a jerk, but just in a way of like, hey, here's how I got this packed. We should never do this, and share that. And I'll make sure that no sellers get bashed by name. But we'll definitely share the good too, because there's definitely way more good sellers than bad, and I think it'll be a good experiment, and it'll be good for everyone to see how the platforms work from the buyer end, so you can be a better seller to your buyers. So that's our parting wisdom for tonight.
True. Okay. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks for watching.
And thank you, Nay, and thank you everyone for watching. And we'll get Nay back up and running and get her store going.
Yeah, I hope so. Thank you.
And enjoy your TMZ sweatshirt.
I love my sweatshirt.
See everybody.
Even though I hate TMZ.
I should have cut it right there.